Hi, did you ever stop to wonder about how your challenges can be your strengths? Let's talk about that. Hi, I'm Paola Ranova, founder of Ranova Enterprises and creator of the Cardinal Method of Life Connection. And today we're going to talk about your challenges being your strengths and how is that possible? How is that how does that play out in your life? If you pay attention to your path and all the experiences that you've attracted to live through, especially the difficult ones, of course you'll learn something from that, right? And one of the things that I always thought about and asked myself was, why do we have to learn and gain wisdom with suffering? Why does it have to be painful? Why can't we learn from love, from a loving perspective? Because one of the answers that I found in metaphysical studies is that the soul needs contrast in order to create synthesis. It's called dialectics. I don't want to get all technical here, but what I want you to understand is that when we go through turmoil in a specific situation or area of life, let's say a physical challenge, a health challenge, or a financial challenge, or an emotional challenge, we are being polished like a stone, like a diamond. A polished diamond needs the friction for that. That's kind of what life does for us. So, in the areas of life where you have been most challenged in, you have acquired more wisdom. And you have kind of become an expert in that area as not to make the same mistakes again. And that's what makes you a stronger person in that very area of life. So I see a lot of people really um, becoming stronger, and it's so beautiful to see in the what the Native Americans call the sacred path, right? If the person is willing to learn that lesson, that person doesn't have to repeat the same lesson again. And I'm not saying that problems will vanish, because problems will always exist. But if you engage in knowing yourself and paying attention to your inner world and really focusing on polishing your distortions, eliminating and transmuting anything in your inner world that is not in alignment with the truth and the light and the love that you are as a human being and a soul and a spirit, you become a lot stronger and you will change levels. It's a what we can call a quantum leap in consciousness. And in these quantum leaps, your life improves immensely, and you will still have problems, but it's higher highs and higher lows. You will not hit rock bottom anymore. If you have been in rock bottom and surpassed those challenges. And that is the key why people are in different vibrational frequencies. I'm sorry if I'm using a lot of energetic jargon here, but if people have, let's just look at very practical things in life. If people have tumultuous lives and live in scarcity and live in tumultuous relationships and have poor health and poor finances, they're in a vibrational frequency in which they don't want to look within to find the root cause of the problem, because your inner world creates your external situations and your external experiences, right? You know that thoughts create reality. By now you know that. So if you are willing, if you have a willing mind, if you're willing to take responsibility for your flaws and change and create transformation, and there are so many tools for that in today's day and age. We're lucky we're in the 21st century and we can benefit from that. You really can change your life, and then you will grow to a higher level, into a higher level. That higher level will still have problems, but they will not be as intense, and the solutions will come faster. That's what I talk about that's what I mean when I talk about higher highs and higher lows. Your problems will still exist. Maybe they're more challenging because they will probably involve more people, more risks, more expansion, more diving into the unknown, but you will have allies. The more you choose to expand, the more you can count on a team of people to be with you and nurture you. Life will bring in the help. You can be sure of this. And also, the solutions will come faster. So you're not going to dwell in the depths of the abyss as you used to when you were hitting rock bottom, as we all have, right? If a person is 27 years old, that person has already known a little bit of the pits of hell in the emotional level. That person has a little bit of history already and a little bit of emotional maturity to know life in a deeper way. If you're in your 40s, for sure, you know what the dark night of the soul is. And you have surpassed it, and you have found the way out, and you're out of the cave, and you can enjoy the best of life. So just to wrap this up, in a human experience, we are always going to be dealing with contrast. There is always the positive and negative, but nothing is good or bad. Everything is life experience that will bring you wisdom and a larger and deeper ability to love and bring in the consciousness expansion that we're all here to grasp, to tap into, and to bring to our sacred path, as Native Americans would say. So this is what I wanted to share with you today. All your challenges become your strengths. You become an expert in situations that have challenged you more if you have a willing mind. Because some people, just so you know, will still stay in the vicious circle or the vicious cycle because they do not want to know themselves and dive deep within. And that is a choice. That's the choice we all have. To know ourselves better and create a beautiful life, or to remain in personal ignorance of the self and repeat the same mistakes and live in the same bandwidth of limitations. And it's not something to be judgmental about. People make their choices. You make your own, you connect to your sacred path, and you live your life in the best way possible. If other people are not doing that, this is really their time frame, it's their soul timing, it's their journey, and we have nothing to do with that. We respect their choices, but we move forward. Okay, that's what I wanted to share with you today. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you soon.